if you have some image about them, you see them die, it's easy to make a joke and be like, ha ha, this is what, levity, or I
Yeah,
forget the word.
and it's like it's easy to kind of justify it to yourself as oh, it's just gallows humor, but then it just kind
Right.
of you know like expanding beyond the scope of what would be traditionally gallows humor. And I'm someone like I spent probably 8 hours a day between the ages of 12 and 18 on 4chan. So like I'm pretty desensitized to immediately making light of tragedy. Like last week I spent half the day like telling people that Sandy Hook was an accident.
Sure, which, yeah, I guess you have to be really careful about that, or else, you might have a multi-$100 billion lawsuit on your hands.
I mean, the reason that they behind that lawsuit, right? It wasn't necessarily even Sandy Hook. It was because Alex Jones blew the whistle on Prism.
No, explain that to me. No, I'm not sure. Because I remember when Sandy Hook came out, and it seemed like they were just trying to shut him down for some reason, obviously, other than just the fact that he might have said some distasteful things that could have caused harm to a family. But the amount of money that was involved in that lawsuit just made zero sense.
Yeah, like the thing with that lawsuit is that basically, like, because he did all that stuff like right after Sandy Hook happened. And, it was like, I think a lot of the kind of coverage that he had of it was not necessarily in the best taste. I think
It was flippant.
Yeah, yeah, and it was also just like I think he was wrong about a lot of it. And like but the thing with that was that after that happened, he got in like, a little bit of trouble for like a month, and then it was back to normal up until 2015 when he covered two things on InfoWars. One of them was Prism, which was like the NSA's giant like panopticon like just broad spectrum surveillance program for each, like the thing where it's like the quote unquote government file for each person. It was that.
Sure.
And then at the same and then within the month of that, he was also covering a lot of the original Pizzagate stuff. And that's when all of the lawsuits like spun back up into like the giant monolith that he got hit with.
It made sense to take him down at that point because he was actually speaking on something that mattered. And so how they take him down is, instead of trying to take him down for things that are kind of outside the scope of the average person's understanding of the inner workings of government and surveillance state, which could be very confusing,